Hello, everybody. Welcome to Education Forward. We are so happy to see you this day, and we have some professional business people today here from Arkansas Kids Read, and we will interview and ask them different questions about all the great work they're doing in the state of Arkansas. And I'd like to introduce to you Jasmine Wakefield, the Arkansas Read Regional Coordinator, and we welcome you. Thank you. You're here. And Mr. Charlie Conklin, the Executive Director. We are very happy that you was able to take out your business day to come here today.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to begin. Let you tell something about you, what you do on your job.
Well, thank you for having us here. I'm the regional coordinator, so I'm over the Jacksonville School District as well as some of the Pulaski County schools. However, we do partner with North Little Rock School District and Little Rock School District as well. We total about 47 different schools that we partner with.
That's good. That's really good. Now, Miss.
I'm the executive director with Our Kids Read, but the key thing that we really have with Our Kids Read is it's the value of the tutors. We have over 400 tutors, and this year we're hoping to have between 450 and 500 tutors
That's good.
that can get out and help us predominantly in school with helping first, second, and third graders read. But we also are expanding that into some after-school programs as well as summer programs.
That is good to know. Now, tell us about the vision that you have. That was part of the vision that you just spoke of. Is there anything else, any other details you want to tell us about the vision to go along with that? Or that's
Sure, I'd be glad to. Well, one of the things, and Jasmine actually is part of the vision that we had, we started this 5 years ago. And so we're a relatively new nonprofit 501c3. But the idea is how can we get the community engaged to help kids read proficiently? And we really would love to see that occur by fourth grade. Because as most everyone knows from the educational standpoint and from a parent standpoint, from birth to third grade, you're learning to read.
Right.
But then from third grade on, you're reading to learn. So we hope that we can, our vision is to really see that we can touch as many kids as possible.
That is great. Because I remember when I was in the classroom, because I've taught the first through sixth grade, and I noticed when the kids get to the fourth grade, it's like a slide down as they go down instead of going forward. And I'm glad to know that your program is fit right in at this point in order to increase the reading for our children, because we know that reading is very, very important. All right. And as I was doing research and I was reading about Arkansas Read, I saw since the beginning of Arkansas Read, you taught it in 2012, and there was a Nehemiah Network. What impact have you received in developing this program? And can you give some example of how kids are learning, going higher on another level since you work with this Nehemiah Network? Could you tell me more about that?
Sure. Actually, that's an interesting story. The reason that we got engaged was really that the Nehemiah Network was a previous nonprofit that was made up of pastors from churches, local churches, and business leaders.
Okay.
And one of the things that this group said is we really want to be able to help the community. And one of the needs in the community was education. So the National Christian Foundation really gave us a grant back when we were the Nehemiah Network and said, what are the things that, and we did a local study of after school programs, in school programs with churches and everyone. And what we learned from that, there were some basic principles that you needed to do to be
Right.
have an effective. And the first one was that you had to ask kids to read at grade level. So you didn't ask a third grader to read War and Peace. You needed. The second thing is that the studies showed that it was much better if you could have a one-to-one tutoring kind of situation. The third thing was that it really needed to be a relationship based.
Right.
And that's what we do because our tutors, one of the greatest things about our tutors is they're just really loving the kids and loving the people, and it's about the relationship. And then the fourth thing was it really needed to be consistent. There's a lot of programs where that are really good where you go out and read to kids in a reading day, but the part that we love about our program is that as a tutor, you work with the same child once a week
Right.
for 20 weeks from October through March so that you're building a great relationship.
You sure are. Yes, that's true. And that's good to know because I know when you work with child one-to-one, you build their strengths up. You are showing that you can do it. I'm here to help you. Because there's so many children, they don't know how to receive help. They haven't been taught. So using this method will also build their character. And they see you are here for me and you love me, and they can sense that and they will continue on. And that's a good point. I like that. So
That's the reason why we have folks like Jasmine who can really relate to these kids and relate to the tutors
Right.
and encourage them and have really the stories that I know that Jasmine can tell you that sometimes we find that the tutors get as much out of the tutoring.
you do, you do, you do. You like to expound on that? Tell us more about.
Oh, sure. And one example immediately comes to mind. One of the schools that we work with in Jacksonville, the tutors that are there, they've become a part of their school. It's now their school. It's not just the school that they volunteer at. One of the teachers that's there, unfortunately, was diagnosed with cancer, and they decided to put on a soccer game with the students and the police department, which some of the police officers in Jacksonville volunteer with Our Kids Read. So the tutors that tutor there, they came out to be a part of this game, and it was a big celebration, and it was wonderful. It was just a wonderful experience, not only to witness and be a part of, but it was great to see, the kids celebrating their teacher working together, seeing the tutors be involved in it. It's so much more than just the tutors coming once a week
Right.
to work with the students. They actually become a part of the school culture.
That's good. That's really good. And I was just thinking, this is a good way. What we're doing today, too. We have so many retired teachers, and some of them say, "I don't have anything to do." It's plenty to do, so they could come and volunteer with Arkansas kids. Really, and I hope they're listening, and they will do that.
Yes.
Because it's very good. Because we are, even though we are older, but we have a lot of experience, and we know how to go by and work with children. Because that's what we were trained in to do that.
And you don't have to worry about the paperwork.
That's
You
true.
can just love on the kids and help them read.
That is so true. No paperwork. Just be there for that child.
Yes.
Because you don't know that child's situation where he comes from.
Right.
But you're a positive figure in his life or her life. Okay, that's very good. Okay, during the year, have you, like you explained about how the kids got together to play soccer, and that was good because that is a continued progress. They could see, I'm here for a reason, and I know Miss Sally or Miss Bill or anybody, they're going to help me. So then have you had any other experience that you could tell where the teachers, they will continue progress for the students, and the students might tell you something regarding the progress they have made?
Oh yes, the students they recognize not only the relationship they're building with their tutor, but also the progress that they make. We give all of our tutors sheets so that they can write down the books that they're going over and the progress that the student makes. And then they get fun stickers and pencils so that, hey, I got through this book and I didn't have any mistakes, or, that one word that I was having such an issue with trying to pronounce, I can now read it with ease.
Yeah, that's
and,
good.
they get to put their stickers on, their different notebooks and just not only see their progress, not only hear their progress, but then they get to take it back to their teacher, show them what they've accomplished during their tutoring session and take it home. Kids, of course, love to take things home and, let's put it on the refrigerator. So, yes.
That's good. That is good. Okay. Now, what projects have been implemented to give parents detail about the program to increase parental involvement?
Well, there's a couple of things that we do. One, as Jasmine stated, is we really spend a lot of time with our tutors, encouraging them to write a note to the parent, to the child. A couple of the things that we have that we interact with the parent. At the end of a semester, we give our tutors give books to the kids for their home libraries, and we usually give them 2 books at the end of the first semester when the Christmas break comes around, and then right around spring break, and it's a fiction and a nonfiction book. And with that, then we often give them some tutor tips for parents so that they can just do that. And last year at spring break, we said, here's sort of a tic-tac-toe kind of game where, see how many things you can do by reading under a tree or reading a story about food and different kind of suggestions. We also participate with schools in their family literacy nights.
That's good. That I did not know, but that's good. That's good because I know that's so important. All right. Now, I know one of the goals for Arkansas period is to about 2020, is it 2020, to ensure each child read at grade level by 3rd grade. So how are you tailoring this? How are you measuring this to know that this was what tool are you using?
You want to tell them about how we work with the schools?
Yes. With our partnerships with each of the districts, we're able to track the students' literacy skills via their scores, their test scores. From our results the past 4 years, they're increasing each year. And last year, out of all the students that we worked with, 94% of them, their literacy skills increased. And it's an amazing thing to see that, something so simple is recruiting a tutor from the community to come to the school and just simply read with the students and speak with them and, go over flashcards and play different literacy games increases their literacy skills so much.
So it's a lot because people don't think it is a lot because just reading plays a lot of part. That they get involvement, they learn different skills, they build their character, they see that I can do this.
Yes.
And I was just thinking about this song where I used to sing a lot when I was in school in the classroom, and I was telling kids, never say never. You can do this. But I'm here to help you, to show you that you are capable of doing this because I'm right by your side, So it's good for kids.
That's a great point because one of the things that we really want to do is we ask and we tell all of our tutors this, that you don't have to be a professional teacher.
Sure.
That what we're really working with these kids is as long as you're an adult and you can help them with comprehension, with vocabulary, as Jasmine was saying, learning those words, and oral fluency, where they can just read a book without stumbling across some things.
Right.
Boy, that just builds a confidence in that child. And while that's happening, they're getting an opportunity to sort of explore their world to figure out what might they become, what might inspire them to the next levels.
True. That is so true. And I was just thinking about parent involvement. If the parents just read a book at home, read the newspaper, and the child see the parent doing this. That would inspire that parent, the child. Oh, my mother read the paper. She reads a book, and then she turn around and ask me some question, or we have a conversation about what took place. That is also a great influence in that child's life.
Absolutely.
And so it's very important that the parent know this, because a lot of people feel like, I'm not capable. You're capable of doing more than you think you can, because we all bring things to the table to help one another.
Yes.
And so
But
they can.
you're absolutely right. There's no silver bullet
No.
in helping the child become a proficient reader. It really needs a whole village to be
take.
able
That
to
is so
be able-
true.
Parents have a real critical part in this, but also the teachers,
Right.
adult, the community engagement. One of the things that a lot of our tutors say, well, if I'm working with a student for 30 minutes or 45 minutes a week, is that really making a difference?
Oh, yes.
Couple of things that we like to tell them. A teacher in today's environment only has 5 minutes a day to be able to spend one-on-one with a student.
That's
when you've
true.
got 25 kids in your room, you're trying to teach them all. So the impact that a tutor can have with that one-on-one, same way with a parent. If you can spend 20 minutes at home every day with your child reading, that is immense in terms of the impact. The other statistic that is really pretty wild is that if a student's performing at the 50th percentile, that student on average is reading 9 minutes a day, including school time. But if you read 41 minutes a day, that same student then is performing at a 95th percentile. So a little less than 30 minutes a day difference
Right.
can change. And I'm not real good at math, but I know that if I scored 50 on a test, that was an F. But if I scored 95 on the test, it was an A.
Right. That's so true. And truly, that reading that time frame you was just spoke of, because you're exercising your brain, you building your vocabulary up, and that's what they need to do to work in today's society. Later on, they will see, oh, this was helpful for me,
So
and
much.
they would understand the importance of reading. A lot, reading is so everything you need to do. You got to read it. You got to read it and apply what you read. All right. So let me see. What other organization involved in this project, and how? What other organization that you work with, and how are they involved?
Well, one of the several of the ones that we work with, Jasmine's involved with. One of our lead partners is a group that many of your listeners may know about, is Reading is Fundamental. That goes all the way back into the early 60s. And they've always been focused on trying to help kids learn better. They have a brand new program that's been out for the last couple of years, which is called Read for Success. You want to tell them a little bit about the Read for Success program?
Sure.
Thank
Read
you.
for Success. It's an amazing program. They have various multicultural STEAM-based books that through 4 different collections now, that they take this collection, and it all comes with its own set of curriculum for each book that you can take and go over definitions. You have different activities. It has parental involvement piece so that the students can take the lessons that they learn, take the words that they've learned, and take it home and work with their parents with it as well outside of the classroom. The program that we implemented this summer in 4 different Boys and Girls Club and Life Skills for Youth, we took this program and implemented in each of these entities, and the students were able to not only get a different book each week that they were learning from, but they also had activities and field trips to accompany it, and it brought the book to life for them.
Oh, that's
So
good.
through this program, not only were they able to get new lessons and have new experiences with these different STEAM-based books, they were also able to take 8 new books home with them to build their home libraries. So it's a wonderful program, not only in school, but as well as summer school and things that they can take home to have more reading experience with their families.
That is great. That's great news because I'm learning new things myself. And I know our listeners are listening and they will start participating, become a tutor. And tell me, where can they who they need to contact and give them the phone number?
If you would like to become a tutor, which I hope that you will, you can visit our website. That would be ourkidsread.org. That's ARKIDS.org. Or you can give us a call at our offices at 501-244-2661. And myself or Charlie or any other Our Kids Read representative will be more than happy to get you registered at whichever school that we partner with. And once again, we partner with 47 different schools. So even if it's you want to find a school that's on your way to work, or that you can, pop out during your lunch break to go to, it's many schools, various time slots, ranging from 8 a.m. all the way to 2 p.m. So there's a variety. If you need to figure out a way to fit it into your schedule, you can give us a call and we will help you with that.
That is great. And this is a good way for people to share. And then the children also learn
Yes.
because you set an example
Absolutely.
about sharing. And they say, oh, I can do community service when I get up
Yes.
and I see what they are doing for me. I can return to do the same. So that's one great way that you're helping kids to understand community service.
Yes.
And this is great news. And I know everybody, your phone should be ringing off. So,
Absolutely. We're also, and I'm so sorry I forgot to mention, if you're interested in tutoring and you want to just make this a quick process, you can also use our mobile calls number to text in, and it will automatically register you. So if you would like to text tutor to 51555, it will automatically register you, and we'll give you a call from there and get you set up.
So everything is open. There's no excuse for not
There's
contacting
no
us.
excuse. You can call us, text us, email us, and we'll get you situated.
And I'm happy to know that our audience will do that.
One other thing too that I would pass on to you, that it's not just a single time of year. We're recruiting tutors and engaged in helping kids read year round. But one of the big things, and really Our Kids Read enjoys having great partnerships with organizations within the community. We have over 75 organizations that are our partner organization, and by being a partner organization, that basically means you're going to help us recruit 5 tutors. And so we have about a third of those partner organizations are faith-based churches in the neighborhoods. About a third are businesses where our business partners encourage and allow their folks to take an extended lunch hour or other kinds of ways to be able to tutor. And then about a third are civic groups, church, Arkansas Army Air National Guard is one of our big partners. Civic clubs, Junior League, different kinds of NAACP. We've got a lot of different groups that help us recruit tutors that are, and it's, when you look at it, it's really the tutors that are making the difference.
That's great. So do anybody from your office go out to different organizations and speak?
Oh, yes, absolutely. If you are interested in having Our Kids Read as a partner, you would just you could call us or email us, and we would be more than happy to come out and speak to your organization or your business about partnering with us and recruiting tutors.
I'd like for you to repeat the phone number, contact person again.
Yes, you can call our offices at 501-244-2661, or you can visit our website at ourkidsread.org, and that's ARKIDS.org.
Thank you. And this has been a great interview. I do believe it has. And we appreciate letting everybody know what we have in the state of Arkansas and that you're there to help. All you have to do is just call.
Absolutely.
It's no excuse. And so we're looking for people to call and come in to you to help say, I can tutor this, I can do this. Because it's not going to cost you anything.
Right.
And so it's there for you. And I appreciate that. You have any last words you'd like to
Well,
say?
first, I want to thank you for allowing us to come on. And then, on a second note, I want to thank you personally for being a tutor. That is awesome that you have answered the call. So we
Yes.
really appreciate it. And it's just so encouraging to our tutors, to the kids to know, because we really believe, the only other thing that I would say is our campaign, or if there's a theme behind it, we believe that building stronger readers builds a stronger community. And we have found folks that are saying education of all kinds, but reading is at the heart of that, really can help an individual in terms of career path and opportunities, and really can make our community stronger across the board. So we're pleased that your listeners and you individually and through your education forum are being able to really make such a difference in our communities. Thank you so much.
Oh, you are welcome. I'm glad that you came, and we learned so much. And I think knowledge is powerful, and so we learn. And so it's just like you can look at the tutor, like it's a seed that they are planting within each child to grow and to flourish, to come be that full potential of whatever they want to do in life. And so as tutors, I'm speaking as a tutor, that we enjoyed because we see there is hope, and that we don't want them to lose that hope. We want to let you say, oh, yes, you can do this. And I thank God for that. And I will lead you with this quote today. Strive daily with a positive attitude. Wake up with a positive attitude every day. And you will see, and you keep in mind that reading is a key component for success. And I would like to leave you with those words today. And remember to call Arkansas Kid Read and be a part of a child growth.
Thank you.
And we thank you, and we hope forward to seeing you again and to work with you if needed. And again, this is Evelyn Bass from Education Forward. Have a great day.
Thanks for watching today's episode of Education Forward. To become a part of our next podcast, contact us today. Be sure to follow Education Forward on all of our social media platforms. Education Forward, successful, progress, and solutions from A to Z.